Today we're talking about something almost every beginner struggles with: how to burn off belly fat as fast as possible, the right way. I'm Dr. Michael Carter. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I've seen the same mistakes again and again. People get overwhelmed with complicated diets. They try keto or low carb, but then they hit a wall, get frustrated, and quit. So in this video, I'm not going to give you a textbook. I'm going to give you 7 practical, vital tips, things I've learned from real experience, not just theory. And here's the best part. You don't need to count every gram or obsess over numbers. We're going to keep it simple, effective, and even enjoyable. Stick with me until the end, because I'm also sharing a simple honey trick before bed that can help accelerate fat burning while you sleep. Let's get started. Before we talk about food, let's understand what we're trying to do. The main goal of any belly fat burning plan is not just to eat less. It's to lower your insulin levels. Insulin is a hormone that tells your body to store fat, especially around your midsection. When insulin is high, fat burning is almost impossible. When insulin is low, your body switches into fat burning mode, producing something called ketones, and that's when your belly starts shrinking. So forget calories for a moment. Focus on lowering insulin. How? By controlling what you eat, when you eat, and how much fat you include. Now let's make this practical. Stop counting carbs. Do this instead. Most people get stuck because they try to count every gram of carbohydrate. Let me simplify it for you. Eat leafy greens and salads, and don't count them. Why? Because the carbs in salad are mostly fiber. Fiber doesn't raise insulin. In fact, it helps lower it. I recommend at least 4 cups of salad per day. That might sound like a lot, but here's a trick. Use a salad chopper or just cut everything into tiny pieces. It becomes much easier to eat. Start your meal with the salad. Not after the protein, before. This helps you feel full and stops you from overeating later. Add olive oil, a low-carb dressing, check for sugar, keep it under 1 gram per serving, and even some feta cheese. This much salad gives you potassium, magnesium, vitamin C, and other nutrients that prevent keto cramps, fatigue, and that keto flu everyone talks about. If you can't eat that much salad, no problem. Do what you can, and add an electrolyte powder if needed. Number 3, protein, the POM rule, and why fat matters. Protein is important, but too much or too little can slow you down. Here's my simple rule. Eat a portion of protein the size and thickness of your palm. If you're bigger or very active, you can have a little more. If you're older or have a slower metabolism, have a little less. But here's what most people miss. Don't eat lean protein. Choose fatty beef, not lean ground beef. Choose chicken thighs with skin, not skinless chicken breast. Choose salmon or sardines instead of white fish. Pork and lamb are great because they naturally have more fat. Why? Because when you eat protein with fat, it triggers less insulin than lean protein. Whey protein, for example, is very low in fat and can spike insulin, so I don't recommend it for belly fat loss. And remember, if you eat too much protein, you'll feel sluggish. If you eat too little, you'll feel weak. The palm-sized portion is your safe zone. Number 4, fat is your friend, but only at the right time. This is where beginners get confused. When you first start a low-carb plan, you need to increase healthy fats, like avocados, olives, pecans, macadamia nuts, olive oil, and MCT oil. Why? Because fat kills your appetite. It helps you go longer without eating. And that brings us to the most powerful combination, low-carb plus intermittent fasting. Start by skipping breakfast. Push your first meal to 12 p.m. and your second to 6 p.m. Over time, you might go down to just 1 meal a day. But here's the golden rule. Don't eat if you're not hungry. So many people eat by the clock, not by their body. If you're not hungry, your body is already burning your own belly fat. Why interrupt that? Now, once you've been doing this for a while and your appetite is gone and you're losing weight, you can reduce the extra fat, like nuts and MCT oil. Because your body will burn dietary fat first, and we want it to burn your stored belly fat. So, first phase, add fat to kill hunger. Middle phase, fat adaptation, reduce added fat. Let your body use its own stores. End phase, goal weight, you can add fat back for maintenance. Number 5, don't forget nutrients, especially salt. When you eat fewer meals, you also get fewer nutrients. And being in fat-burning mode increases your need for certain vitamins and minerals. Here's what you need to watch for. B vitamins, great source. Nutritional yeast. Just make sure it's not fortified with synthetic vitamins. Electrolytes. Potassium from salads, magnesium from greens, or supplements. Sea salt. This is huge. If you feel weak, dizzy, or have headaches, you're probably low on salt. Add more sea salt to your food or water. Without these, you'll feel terrible and might give up. With them, you'll have steady energy and no cravings. Number 6. Make it enjoyable. Yes, you can have dessert. This needs to be a lifestyle, not a punishment. So here's what I do. After my first meal, I sometimes have low-carb chocolate, like Lily's, half a bar is plenty. And a few times a week, I make a keto dessert, cheesecake, brownies, cookies, all low-carb, all delicious. I'll put a link below to some simple recipes. When you know you can have something pleasurable, you stick with the plan much longer. Number 7. Honey and husk before bed adds fat burning while you sleep. This is something I've added from my own experience, and it works surprisingly well. Take 1 teaspoon of raw honey, not processed, in a glass of warm water about 30 minutes before bed. Add half a teaspoon of psyllium husk to the mixture. You can also add a pinch of cinnamon or a squeeze of lemon for taste. Why honey? It supports your liver's glycogen stores overnight, which helps stabilize cortisol, stress hormone, and can actually keep your metabolism slightly elevated while you sleep. Why add husk? Psyllium husk is rich in soluble fiber, which slows digestion and helps keep you feeling full through the night. It supports gut health, improves digestion, and helps regulate blood sugar levels, preventing sudden spikes and crashes. This steady digestion can also reduce late-night cravings and support better fat metabolism. Now, important, this works best when you're already on a low-carb plan and your insulin is low during the day. 1 teaspoon before bed won't kick you out of fat burning. It just helps prevent nighttime cortisol spikes that store belly fat. If you have diabetes or severe insulin resistance, start with half a teaspoon and see how you feel. But for most beginners, this is a safe, natural boost. 2 more things before we wrap up. First, if something is working, don't change it. I've seen people lose 10 pounds, feel great, and then randomly add or remove something. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Second, if something is not working, change one thing at a time. And remember, you don't lose weight to get healthy, you get healthy to lose weight. Focus on lowering insulin, eating nutrient-dense foods, adding healthy fats at the right time, and making it enjoyable. The belly fat will follow naturally. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Share this with someone who's struggling with belly fat and needs a simple, no-gimmick plan. And subscribe if you want more videos like this. I post new tips every week. Comment below. Which of these 7 tips are you going to try first? For me, it's the honey and husk before bed, surprisingly effective. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you'd like me to adjust the tone, more casual, more energetic, slower pacing for beginners, or add timestamps for each section.